Hi guys, I'm Trudy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the differences and similarities of OTA and OT program. Also guys, please remember to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Now let's get into the video. Well, first let me say I attended both an OTA and an OT program. So I kind of I don't kind of understand. I know the differences and the similarities. So if you're planning on attending or you're undecided about attending either an OT or OTA program, I hope this video will give you some clarity on which to pursue. And as you know, an OTA program is an associate level, whereas an OT program is a master's level. Also, please check the description box. I'll leave links on how to apply to OT or OTA program. And also, an OTA program is usually 2 to 2.5 years, all depending on where you attend, whereas an OT program is a master's level. So it all depends if you attend there are BS/MS programs, or you can get your bachelor's first, followed by your master's. So in terms of schools, so for OTA, I attended LaGuardia Community College, whereas for OT, I attended York College. And in terms of prerequisites, for my OTA program, it was basically 4 prerequisites, whereas the OT programs, it was a lot. I'll leave a link in the description box where you can find out all the different prerequisites for York College. As I said, I attended LaGuardia for OTA and York for OT. And in terms of LaGuardia and OTA, it was only 4 prerequisites, so you could literally take 4 classes and get accepted into the OTA program. So I'm pretty sure you're wondering, so which is easier to get into? And I have to say the OTA program is easier to get into because it's easy to get a 4.0 GPA or a 3.9, a 3.8, 3.7 because you're only taking 4 prerequisites. But when you add more classes like chemistry or physics to the mix, that's going to really challenge you. And it's harder to get a 4.0 GPA with all those prerequisites. So I definitely would say the OTA program is easier to get into. And also another thing, if you're planning on attending LaGuardia's OTA program, in addition to the prerequisites, you also have to take the TEAS test. Now this is a quick story. So when I attended LaGuardia, my batch was actually the first class to take the TEAS. And for us, it was actually a pilot program. So it didn't really matter whether or not we passed the TEAS. So you can just assume how much of us actually studied for the TEAS. But now, if you're planning on attending LaGuardia right now, you have to pass the TEAS test because there's so much people applying each semester, and they usually take up to 20 students per semester. So they have to make it, a little competitive. Whereas for York, there's no GRE requirements. And I think the reason is because, GRE is for graduate level. The program at York is a BS/MS program. So it's not yet a standalone master's. It's a combine. So they don't really require GRE to get into the program. And for both programs, honestly, OT school there's a lot of writing. You're going to be doing so much writing. So if writing is not your best class, maybe you want to reconsider. But there's a lot of writing in in both OT and OTA program. In OTA, actually, like when I was in the OTA program, it was like, oh my gosh, so much to do. But then when I went to the OT program, it's like, wow, OTA was nothing. But you're going to be writing, for the OTA program, you're going to be writing like a activity analysis paper. You'll do a few incident reports, SOAP notes, etc. But for the OT program, oh my gosh, you're going to be writing treatment plans for literally every class. A pediatric treatment plan, a physical dysfunction treatment plan, mental health treatment plan. Like there's so much treatment plan that you gotta do. So writing for OT programs, there is a lot of writing. And if you're planning to, let's say you're planning on pursuing OT as a second career, you might be wondering, okay, should I get into the OT? Well, should I apply to the OTA program or should I just apply to the OT program? Well, there are numerous factors to consider if you're planning on doing OT as a second career. You also have to consider, are you gonna need student loan? So if you're already paying off a student loan, you have to consider, is it worth it? Because most OT programs are private schools. There's not that much public schools. I'm so grateful that I attended 2 public programs. So for OTA, it was a public school, and also for my OT program, it was also a public school. But the reality is, most of the programs are at private school. So if you had, let's say, previous student loan from your previous career and you want to transition to OT, if you have like a ton of student loan, I would say do the OTA because it's less money. And to be quite frank, the pay difference is not really that much difference. And it's also less responsibility. The main difference is, as an OTA, you're basically mostly treating. Yes, you can contribute to the evaluation process and everything, but in terms of the final who is gonna assess those results and everything, the OTR is gonna be the one to do that. So the day-to-day responsibilities, yes, there's more on the OTR versus the OTA, but it's not really that much difference. The main thing is the assistant treat and the OTR does the evaluation. Of course, OTs also do treat, and coders also assist with evaluation. You really can contribute to it, but for the most part, the person who's responsible for, the final assessment is the OTR. So I would say, if you're considering OT as a second career, is it worth it to take out like more student loan if you can't get into a public school? And also, if you've been watching all my other videos on this channel, I always advocate for public college first. So if you're planning on pursuing OT or OTA, always apply to the public school first. Of course, because there's so few programs for OT and OTA, you're gonna have to expand your application process by applying to also private colleges. But make sure you apply to public first. And you know what, I know some people might tell you, oh, if you apply to the public school, you won't get accepted. Don't listen to them. Apply. It's better to apply and not get accepted, so at least you did try and didn't get accepted, than to just think that you're not going to get accepted. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with someone who you think it might help. Also, please click the notification button so you get notified every time I post a new video. I post a new video every Sunday. Also guys, let me know in the comments if you're thinking of applying to OT school or OTA school, and what are your concerns. And remember, I have a ton of other videos that go more in depth. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.